In today's video, we watch the most dramatic courtroom moment of killers getting attacked, and the situation escalates within seconds. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video to help the channel creating more content for you. Let's start with the first chaotic case. In Brazil, during a trial for the person who killed his father, a man caused chaos in the courtroom. He suddenly shot the suspect multiple times and attacked him. The whole incident was caught on CCTV. It happened in São José. In the video you can see the judges and jury running for safety as Cristiano Turto, who was 27 years old, started shooting at Francisco Moura, aged 38. Of course, they don't know how Turto got a gun into the courtroom. This happened on November 29, 2023. Turto followed Moura in the courtroom and hit him on the head. The police there chased Turto and caught him. He's accused of trying to kill a person. Moura was hurt in the attack but got help in a nearby hospital. Later he went to a bigger hospital for more treatment. According to the press, he was out of the hospital days after the treatment. Let's understand how it came to this point and why. So back in 2012, Moura admitted to killing Francisco Alves. He said he was searching for a lost donkey from his land when he came across Alves. He said that Alves was aggressive towards him. Alves called him a dirty thief and told him to go away. So first he said that Alves took a wooden stick and started coming towards him. Then Moura shot into the air to warn him, but Alves kept coming. So Moura shot into the ground and then had to protect himself. Alves got shot into the stomach and had to go to the hospital after this. Sadly, after being in the hospital for 18 days, he passed away. Moura ran away from the city in the northern of Brazil. He stayed hidden for more than 10 years before the police caught him and took him into custody. There was no new data set for his trial back then because he was released from the hospital. Meanwhile, Turto has been in prison since the day right after the attack. The jury has not been reconvened and a new date has not been assigned yet, the Court of Justice told the media. What is thought was such a chaotic case that just recently happened. What are your thoughts on this? Let's go on with a courtroom moment that changed into a massive fight scene after Dale Williams pleaded guilty in front of the victim's family. 2 years after their mother was killed, two men took revenge on the murderer in the courtroom. Dale Williams had been found guilty of killing Elizabeth in June 2017. During a sentencing hearing in Youngstown, Ohio in July 2019, Jerome Stewart and Anthony Deese attacked him. In the intense moment, one of Stewart's sons, dressed in blue jeans, is seen struggling with the police as he tries to reach the killer across the table. Then Stewart's other son joins in to help his brother, deciding to handle the situation himself. They keep hitting Williams while trying to fight off the officers. They kept struggling with the police officers while going after the killer, only stopping when one of them gets tasered. Later, Stewart and Deese were arrested for assault, obstructing official work, and disobeying the court. This happened just before the victim's statement was supposed to be read. William was taken to the hospital for a checkup and his punishment was delayed then. As one of the Stewart's sons was being arrested, he said, "He killed my mama. She took care of me, bro." Williams murdered his ex-girlfriend during the daytime. First he chased her and crashed into a car, then he shot her many times. The police caught him when he gave up. Williams admitted to his guilt. He got 23 years in prison for the crime. Do you think Dale Williams got what he deserved? Write it in the comments. Now we see a family that couldn't hold their emotions as they saw this. The family of Diamond Alvarez reacted emotional in court when Frank De Leon Jr., accused of killing the 16-year-old, laughed at Diamond's mom. Let's find out the details of why her ex-boyfriend did this horrible act of crime. Diamond Alvarez's family has talked about what happened when Frank De Leon Jr. went to court for the murder of their 16-year-old. Diamond Amy Alvarez died on January 11, 2022. She was 16 years old. She was shot 22 times in the back while walking her dog in Houston. Frank De Leon Jr., who used to be her boyfriend, is now 19. He got arrested and accused of murdering her a few days later. The Houston police put out a picture of De Leon when they arrested him on X, along with some words about it. It reads, "Investigators learned that De Leon was simultaneously in a romantic relationship with Ms. Alves and another female. When Diamond Alvarez learned on the other relationship, she met De Leon at the park where he shot her multiple times. HPD detectives worked closely with the community to track down witnesses and leads. This cooperation led to De Leon's arrest. In court day, Alvarez's family went to De Leon's court hearing. De Leon admitted guilt for killing Alvarez. Ashley Machado, Alvarez's mother, spoke in court. She called De Leon a monster and then walked directly towards him. In the video, Machado is stopped by a bailiff before she hits De Leon. Then Alvarez's uncle jumps also in and starts hitting him. After that, De Leon's mom joins in and goes after Machado. Machado later reflected the incident in a statement to the media outlets.
Hi, my name is Ana Machado, and I'm Diamond's mother. My Diamond got her justice. And that's all I was fighting for. I wasn't fighting for me. I was fighting for my daughter.
DeLeon got a punishment of 45 years in jail. He might allowed to ask for parole halfway through that time. Next, we see a big fight between the family of Savannah Nicole Soto, a pregnant teenager who died with her boyfriend, and a man who was accused of killing her brother. 15-year-old Ethan Soto got shot and killed in May 2022. San Antonio police thinks it was a payback for drug theft. His older sister Savannah, who was 18, is now dead too. Her body, along with her boyfriend Matthew Guerra, age 22, was found in the evening. They had gone missing 3 days earlier. It happened on the day she was supposed to start labor. Just months back, the Soto family was in court because a man named Victor Rivas was accused of killing Ethan. When Rivas stood up to speak, some of the Soto family attacked him, and a big fight started then. Videos show at least 4 family members jumping over a barrier and hitting Rivas because they said he did something to upset them. At the time, when the people searched the persons, they tried to reach out to people by saying this in an interview.
We love her, we miss her, whatever's going on, let her come home so we can have a Merry Christmas with her.
4 individuals got arrested following this violent incident. Among them were 2 grown-up men and 2 young boys. They're likely facing charges for assault and causing trouble during court sessions, as per the county sheriff's office. Rivas, who was 17 when the incident occurred, got arrested in August 2022. He was accused of murder charged with shooting Soto. The motive seemed to be revenge for drug theft, according to San Antonio police. When the fight erupted, Judge Ron Ranger had to press the courtroom's panic button. In May 2022, it said the shooter tricked someone, Ethan, into leaving his home after Ethan took THC from Rivas. After searching for days, Savannah and her boyfriend were found dead in a vehicle at the northwest side of Colinas Medical Apartments in San Antonio. At the time of the search, Soto was last spotted at her apartment in Leon Valley. Authorities said she might be in danger or have disappeared against her will. The young girl, who was 9 months pregnant, didn't go to the hospital as planned on Saturday at 6 p.m. to have her baby. Gloria Cordova, who is the mother of Savannah and Ethan, said her daughter wouldn't just leave, especially since her brother passed away. People on social media are saying that Soto's boyfriend Guerra has been hurting her. They point to the bruises and marks they see on Soto in her TikTok videos. One person who said they lived near Soto and Guerra and has shared that they saw Guerra arguing with and hitting her nearly every day. I witnessed him beating her and kicked her downstairs while she was unconscious, the unnamed person said, adding that he kicked her body and face and she needed stitches. What a sad story that ruined the families and the girl's future of having a family. We go on with the next case. During a trial, a big fight happened when the families of 2 people who were killed suddenly tried to attack the person accused of the crime, Paul Wade. This happened while the suspect was being taken to a room where they keep people who were waiting for the trial. During a court session in Kentucky, things got really crazy. Paul Wade's hearing was happening because he's accused of killing 2 people, Edward Smith and Alexis McCrary. Then during the hearing, 4 people got arrested because things got out of control. The judge in the Jefferson County District Court said later that Paul Wade teased his family members as he walked by them during the hearing. Those family members were there sitting and watching what was going on in the courtroom. A bunch of people quickly got up and rushed towards Wade. Some even climbed over the bench to reach him. They were screaming and shouting. Deputies from the court tried to stop them while Wade, who was wearing an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs, stayed pressed against the wall. Judge Haney was asking for help, but things got worse. A man climbed over a desk to reach Wade, who ran into the judge's chambers to get away from the fight. Another person, possibly a relative, followed after them. The judge pushed the button that sends an emergency signal, and then she started shouting for help. She kept yelling for more deputies to come and stop the fight in the courtroom. Sitting beside her was a surprised teenager. Later, the judge explained that the girl was in the 8th grade and was following her to learn about being a judge because she dreams of becoming one in the future. Judge added in a report later that she will certainly have a better security setting in the courts, so all persons are safe at these emotional court hearings. Now we watch a 21-year-old student from Ole Miss headbutted a police officer, which broke the officer's nose. This happened when the student was being taken into his cell. The student was accused of robbing a store clerk while under the influence of a new drug called Gravel. In a strange video, you can see David Stewart Berry, a 21-year-old from Brandon, yelling angrily at police officer and then attacking one of them. Barry got arrested because he robbed the West Union's Quick Shop on Highway 30, but before the officers came to take him away, some customers managed to hold him down. Barry is studying business at the University of Mississippi. Court decided he needed to pay $200,000 to get out of jail. In a video shared, Barry cursed at the officers. Then, he suddenly hits a deputy with his head, causing the officer's nose to break as reported by the media. Barry moves around violently as the officers hold him in a headlock and grab his arms and legs to take him back inside. Sheriff Jimmy Edwards mentioned that Barry also tried to attack a female officer who was giving him his meal that evening. It's believed that Barry was using a drug called Gravel. Police are trying to find out how much of the drug Barry took, but they need to ensure it's safe to bring a doctor to him first. When it comes to emotions and losing a family member, it's always hard. In this case, a father from Midlands was recorded on camera attacking the person who was convicted of killing his son right inside the courtroom. Now he's going to appear before a judge because of it. Willie Clay Fields got into trouble. He punched Lenny Jones during a court hearing in Orangeburg County. This happened July 14th and it was caught on camera. Because of this, he faced charges for third-degree assault and battery. Additionally, he was found to be disrespectful to the court. In between, news said this to the security problems in courthouses that should not be happening again.
We have made attempts to get answers from the sheriff's office who handles security at the Orangeburg County Courthouse about what courtroom procedures they have in place to ensure defendants are kept separate from family members relating to case hearings.
Fields' lawyer, Justin Lamberg, spoke for Fields and his family. He said they feel really sorry for what happened and asked for prayers and support as they go through this tough time. Jones said he did the bad things of killing Fields' son, Willie Antoine Fields, in August 2019, who was 18 years old. After the attack, he admitted this the day before he was going to be told his punishment. Fields was brought to the Orangeburg County Jail. Later, he was let go on a PR bond. The report also said that Jones, who was listed as a victim, chose not to press charges against Fields. But what happened with the murder in this case? Let's find out. Jones and his brother Jalen got accused because of the teenager's death. Jones got accused of murder and his brother got accused of helping him afterwards. Jones might have to spend his whole life in prison because of this. Whenever a family member loses their mother, it's quite one of the hardest things to imagine, for the kids especially. In this case, the son London Thomas couldn't deal with this immense pain in the courtroom. Videos from court shows a man who was accused of shooting his wife at close range. The woman's son almost attacked him during the hearing. Flowers is accused of shooting and killing his wife, Jamie Thomas Flowers, at their house. During the trial, London Thomas, Jamie's son, suddenly stood up and tried to attack Flowers, who was talking to his lawyers, Fred Johnson, in the jury area. In the video, you can see Thomas being quickly taken away by a bunch of police officers who were in the courtroom. After a short fight, Thomas got arrested. Then he was taken to appear before Judge Raymond at the County District Court. The judge got angry with Thomas for misbehaving in court, so he punished him by banning him from coming to any more court hearings. Flowers is facing charges for open murder, which includes different levels of murder and manslaughter. He got accused because he had been convicted of serious crimes 4 times before. One of those crimes was assault with a dangerous weapon. They saw Flowers went to a house on Mona Street near Amsterdam Avenue at about 6 AM. He broke down the door and shot Thomas Flowers 4 times in the chest with a gun. Flowers went to the police station at about 8 PM. He had been convicted of serious crimes before. These crimes include having a hidden weapon in 1995, planning to sell drugs in 1996, and attacking someone with a dangerous weapon and having a gun illegally in 2017. The following court moment shows a dad who went after the person who killed his 3-year-old daughter while they were in court. Something crazy happened in the courtroom in Detroit. They were deciding what punishment a mom and her boyfriend should get for causing the death of her 3-year-old daughter. Dwayne Smith, the little girl's dad, was going to talk about how the loss affected him. But before he could speak, he suddenly hit one of the people on trial, Clifford Thomas, in the head. In a courtroom overseen by Judge Margaret in Wayne County, there was a loud argument between the two people. They were separated by the deputies from the sheriff's office. On a video of the incident, you can hear yelling. Yasmin Gordon, the mother of a child involved, got up from her seat and moved closer to where the argument was happening, near the defense table. Let's find out the details and the reason for the little girl's death. Little girl Jamila Smith from Detroit was just 3 years old, and the daughter of Gordon passed away because she suffered many serious injuries, according to the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office. They said her death was a horrible homicide, meaning someone caused it. Now recently, both Gordon and Thompson were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter for what happened to Jamila. This means they were responsible for her death, even though they didn't mean to do it. The dad couldn't go back to the courtroom in the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice after he fought during the hearing. Gordon got a punishment of 7 to 15 years for causing the death. He also got 14 to 25 years for serious harming a child intentionally while helping someone else to do it. He had to serve both punishments at once. Thomas got a sentence of 6 to 15 years for causing the little girl's death. Additionally, he received a sentence of 1 to 2 years for fighting against and blocking a police officer. Do you think they got what they deserved in this case? Next courtroom case, shocked with its brutality. A woman accused of decapitating her lover attacked lawyer in a wild court hearing. A woman named Taylor Shabiznes, who was 25 years old, was in a Wisconsin courtroom. She was accused of cutting her lover's head. While in court, she attacked her own lawyer. The news from Taylor went nationwide after this crazy incident. The 25-year-old woman was wearing handcuffs when she suddenly attacked the lawyer. There was a brief struggle before a police officer in the room intervened to stop her. Mr. Jolly told Judge Walsh that he needed extra time for an expert on the defense team to study the case and can testify about Taylor's competence. She has pleaded not guilty to several charges, including first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and sexual assault. Court accused her of doing it back in February 2022 when they think she killed her partner Shad. She also said she wasn't in her right mind when these things happened, according to legal papers. A specialist chosen by the court said she could go to trial. At that time, Mr. Jolly mentioned he wanted another examination done. He also said that Taylor had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder before and had been getting help for mental issues since 7th grade. According to a criminal report, officials found Mr. Thyron's head in a bucket in a basement after his mother found the scene of the suspected crime involving methamphetamine. The court documents state following scenario of Taylor at the crime scene and her tellings, and this is quite crazy. Taylor made comments that she blacked out while choking the victim, but when she woke up the victim was already purple, so she kept going. Taylor stated she enjoyed choking him and made comments to detectives asking if they knew what it's like to love something so much that you kill it. Taylor will certainly get, if examined stable, to go to court again with life sentence. It's not clear if parole will be given after a certain time or not. What do you think? Do you think the criminals in today's courtroom moments got what they deserved? If you know court cases that could be featured on the channel, please write it in the comments section. Take a second to write your thoughts down below. Please subscribe to the channel and check out one of these videos here. See you in our next video. Take care.